Hi, this is Joachim Kans, the singer of Hammerfall, and you're watching CMS TV.
Most men needing a penis are given a phalloplasty, a member made of tissue, blood vessel, and nerves taken from the forearm or a thigh.
Wow.
So it's kind of like taking Play-Doh.
Old thigh dick.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, we're just going to take some of your meat from your thigh, maybe some of your feelings over there, some of your nerves.
Jesus.
We're gonna mash it all up like a Play-Doh dick.
It really sounds like they're making a hot dog.
Yeah, they're making a hot dog.
Just stick a bunch of shit from everywhere else over there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do it.
For him, it was almost either you do this transplant or you live the rest of your life with your defect,
Yeah.
said Dr. Reddit. But operations to create such a penis carry a high infection risk, and the patient doesn't regain the natural use of his penis. Well, the guy had no penis at all, so
he should be happy.
yeah.
I just wonder if I would love to interview this guy, and I would ask all the wrong questions to where he'd hang up on me.
Well, of
but
course.
I would totally ask him because it would be my first. I know myself, if I lost my dick in some kind of accident and I got a dick implant or a fake dick or whatever we're calling this, a dick transplant,
A dickoplasty.
the first thing I would want to see is if it was bigger than the last one.
Of course.
I would have to know that.
Give me that ruler over there.
I mean, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take. I mean, just imagine if they came to you and said, well, you know, we'll replace your dick, but it's only going to be like a 3-inch dick. Then you got to do you not have a decision to make at that point?
Yeah, it's just like, is that the best you can do?
3 inches, please. You know, is that all you can offer? Can I pay more for more? I mean, what's the plan here? You know, don't you got any black guys that are dead? Come on.
It's $1,000 an inch.
I'm sure it's more than that. Replacing a dick like this, I gotta think this was $500,000 a surgery.
Yeah, well, they had 25 surgeons on the job.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This thing had to be expensive. That's one expensive cock.
Yeah, you heard about the $6 million man? This is $6 million dick.
$6 million inch.
Yeah.
Well, Billy, you know, since you mentioned the time with Warrant, I'm going to ask you on the record. I know the answer off the record, but I'm going to let you give whatever version of the answer you want to give here. What is the deal with those guys and you? Why is it that they give you so much grief for trying to keep the legacy of Janie alive?
Well, from what I remember about Jerry and Eric, and those were the two members that were in the band when I was in the band, they don't forgive and forget. So if you piss them off at one point, those guys, I remember them being pissed at a lot of people in the past. And I think what they're pissed off at, the bottom line is what probably started the animosity was 2005, New Year's Eve of 2004 going into 2005. I want to say it could be a year off, but we were playing double D's on New Year's Eve in New Jersey. I think it was a titty bar in New Jersey, and Janie quit the band that night. It's like he had it out with those guys. And then, so we all drove back from Jersey. Janie went back to Akron. I went back to Cleveland. And the phone call started. And they're like, hey, man, we want you to stay in Warrant. And we're going to get Jamie St. James on vocals. We want you to stay in Warrant. And I was like, I can't do that, man. I'm like, Janie is my bro. Janie got me in the band. And I'm going to stay with Janie. And that was it. That was it. You know, I was dead to them. And then I remember a couple of years later, I was playing X-Fest. I was playing X-Fest in Dayton. I also got a chance to open for Warrant and Great White at Annie's in Cincinnati.
Okay.
And I went out to the parking lot, and they were in a motorhome, and I knocked on the door. I'm like, I didn't think there was any problems, you know. I'm like, hey, Jerry, here's my new CD. I just put a CD out. He looked at me, he threw it in the sink next to him, and he slammed the door in my face. So that's when I realized, there's a little bit of animosity here. Those guys aren't very happy with me. And then the latest thing was I was playing with Trickster in Toledo for Rock the Arena.
I was there.
And you were there? Yeah. And also Warrant was on the bill. And the day before, we played the Akron Civic Theater. So it was Akron Civic on Friday, Rock the Arena on Saturday. Well, those guys, they don't even like me saying formerly of, let alone of Warrant. You know, and I would never try to fool anybody by saying Billy Morris of Warrant. I would never do that. But the club that I was playing at on Saturday night after Rock the Arena, they ran an ad that said, you know, come to the after party featuring Billy Morris of Warrant. And they lost their mind to the point where, you know, they're calling Trickster the day before saying, hey, man, if you don't get this down, Trickster's not playing at the Akron Civic. So it put me in a really uncomfortable position. And I called the club. I said, dude, you guys got to take that down right now. So we play the Akron Civic, no problem. And I get in a freight elevator with the guys. It just happened, like we walked in, and they wouldn't look at me at all. And I'm like, guys, come on, man. It's like, what's going on, man? We're brothers. You know, we rocked together. I carried Janie out of hotel rooms for you and kept this band going for 5 years. And, you know, we went to battle together, even though Janie was, you know, drunk, and we did this all together. We're brothers. And they didn't want to hear anything else. They wouldn't even look at me.
See, that just, and I sort of get it, but I don't at this point. If you and Janie were still out there doing, I don't know, Jabberwocky or whatever, Janie Lane stuff, and you were playing with Janie, there might be a legitimate beef at this point. But at this point, Janie's gone. You promoting
been in the band for 15 years.
Yeah, but and you promoting Warrant music does nothing but help their brand, which is already half dead anyway because Janie's not with them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I play every night that I play. You know, I play Warrant songs, and I give Janie Lane credit. I give my rest in peace, Janie Lane, and I think that I think I've talked to you about this, Chris, before. They ought to thank the guy. He gave them a career. He gave them an ability to go out and play to this day with the art and the talent and the soul and everything that he put into those songs. It was him. Yeah. I can't do songs like him.
Well, no, and let's be honest with what they're doing. They're mad at you. You know, now they're mad at you for promoting Warrant for singing songs that Janie wrote. Well, what the fuck are they doing? They're playing songs that Janie wrote. Janie wrote all those songs. I don't care what guitar line this guy or that guy put in. Janie wrote those songs and brought them to the band. Pretty much every song Warrant ever had that was a hit, no?
Well, if you look at the early pressings of the records, mm-hmm. all they said was all words and music, Jay Lane. That was it. Yeah. And then once they renegotiated a bunch of stuff, then those guys got put on as songwriters. I don't know the inner workings of that, but mm-hmm. I mean, listen to the first 2 or 3 or 4 records, and then listen to the music they're doing right now. And I'm not putting the music that they're doing down at all, because there's some pretty good songs on there. And I think Robert Mason, if there's going to be one guy to replace Janie Lane, you know, he's a badass motherfucker on vocals. Right. But you can just tell that the songwriting is way different than what it was when Janie was writing the songs.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Agreed.
Let me finish this up and all.
All right, Bob. Well, since you're too busy for us now, Bob, we'll finish this up for you.
No, I'm not. Go ahead. What? That's the last.
That's the last,
Bob.
All right. Could I say something now? Could I give my
my final fucking.
Yeah, give
speech now that
your
we ended this
closing
goddamn
thoughts,
thing?
Bob. Let the
After I
rage
spent a
rage loose.
After I'm going to be a hypocrite and say that I don't give a fuck, yet I spent a fucking hour discussing with you fucks about the goddamn fucking Hall of Fame. I'm just going to tell you once and for all, this is the last time I'm going to fucking talk about it because it doesn't deserve any fucking recognition, whatever. It's put on by a bunch of fucking imbeciles. The people at Rolling Stone, Jan Winter. Dude, this people don't realize this is a magazine that changed their reviews over the years to be hip. You know, they demolished bands like AC/DC, Zeppelin, all these bands, and then in the latter years they rewrote the album reviews that they gave horrible reviews to. In the back issues, they rewrote. They're basically rewriting history just to be hip, and people are giving these motherfuckers cred. These are the guys that are in charge. If you look at any other Hall of Fame, sports Hall of Fame, and I'm not a big sports guy. I know you and Chris are, but isn't that based on stats? When you look at the Baseball Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
it's about home runs, RBIs, errors, whatever's the stat. It's about the talent. It's basically black and white. These guys are good. They deserve to get in. He made 700 home runs, so-and-so RBIs. You go by stats. There's no criteria here. None whatsoever. It's just a bunch of fucking goofballs sitting around a table, and they try to make it like, oh, we have a whole committee of people. But it's really Jan Winter and his stupid, fucked up social, political fucking views trying to make everybody think the same way he does of what's hip and what's fucking cool. And that's what Rolling Stone magazine always stood by. These fuckers put a guy on the cover who was a fucking killer, a bomber for the Boston bomber, and trying to make him out as a fucking sex symbol because they thought it was hip.
Right.
Ooh, people could feel sorry for, have an understanding for this guy. He's just a troubled soul. Fuck you, fuck them. That's their philosophy. These are the people judging rock and roll music. And as I told Chris earlier today, I was on Facebook, and all I see is every other fucking post talking about this, arguing about it. Fucking Eddie Trunk's gonna shrill like a motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Look at who you're dealing with. And I think someone like Eddie Trunk and other people who are leaders of the metal movement these days don't fucking talk about them or just disregard everything they do. Look at Neely and I were at, last January for NAMM. We saw a great fucking award show, the Hall of Heavy Metal History, put on by Pat Giswaldo, who is a huge metal fan, who knows his music, who is a longtime supporter, not doing it for money, puts all that out of his own fucking pocket, does it for the love of music, for making a killer award show to dedicate to hard rock and metal music. Why isn't Eddie Trunk pumping him up? And anytime he's going to talk about the Hall of Fame, he's disregarded. Talk about the Hall of Heavy Metal History. That's what people should focus on. People that know what the fuck they're talking about. We have a great metal award show here. Why isn't everybody just concentrating on that? I mean, the Hall of Fame should be treated like fucking MySpace. It's done. It has been. It's a bunch of shit. Move on. Move on from it. It's already been determined. These guys are fucking idiots. Who the fuck cares? And I get it. There's this prestige thing for bands to be nominated, but it's such a phony thing. Everyone goes, oh, yeah, if we're nominated, it would be great. But if we're not, I don't care. It's like everyone's playing it safe,
Right.
And it just goes back to what Steve Miller said about, and everyone ragged on Steve Miller, and I thought it was fucking great for him telling the truth. They wanted to charge each of his bandmates, $10,000 to attend? Or something ridiculous to attend, like $10,000 per ticket. These are the bandmates that are nominated, yet they're charging Dude, it's all about money. I mean, if people can't see that, people are just absolutely fine, but they'll continue to give this stupid thing prestige. Like I said, if it's a sports Hall of Fame, it's based on merit. This has absolutely 0% merit. It's a bunch of fucking idiots in a room determining, ooh, is this going to be hip? Well, wait a second. We need some more black musicians. We need some more hip hop. We got to make it all inclusive. Oh, we got to get some more gay people in here to do it. I don't give a fuck if they're gay. Hey, look, Rob Halford and Freddie Mercury are two of the greatest singers of all time, based on merit, based on their performance, on their vocal ability, on their fucking talent. That's what this should be based on. But this isn't. They're trying to make it hip. Oh, we got to get, this guy. Believe me, in 25 years or once these bands reach the 25 limit, all you're going to see is transgender bands in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Mark my word. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Fuck the Hall of Fame, and fuck you guys for having me talk about this for a whole goddamn hour.
Hour and a half, Bob.
Amen.
90
There you
minutes
go.
of the great Bob Nalbandian.
Yes, and you're not going to get that anymore, so soak it up, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed that.
Perfect, Bob.
And before I go, shout out to the Classic Metal Show. I did an interview on there yesterday. Dudes are intelligent, awesome, prepared, funny. Please check them out. Classic Metal Show. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.